can't stop, won't stop, get guap. 10 white toes and them toy flip-flops. Manicures and pedicures, I'm always tip-top. When they say I'm not hot, all these lies need to stop. Cause I'm icy, wifey, haters wanna fight me. Never been the one get...
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I will be filming a get ready with me. And I am getting ready to film my intro, which will be before the start of every video, and it'll be about 5 or 10 seconds. And right now I am in my car. I am going to get Starbucks and breakfast before I film. So yeah, another thing. We are almost at 250 subscribers, so I am so excited. We're almost at 500. So because of that, I will be doing a giveaway, and I will be giving away an acrylic lipstick holder, and it holds about 25 lipsticks. And yeah, I will be giving away that before the 500. I'm still going to be doing the giveaway at 500 of eyelashes for all those that are subscribed. So make sure that if you are subscribed, you comment done, and you will be entered into the giveaway. Okay, so enough talking. Let's head to Starbucks because I cannot start my day without some coffee.
Now we're heading to Starbucks.
And I just passed Starbucks, but that is fine because we're just gonna act like I didn't pass it, and I'm going to Starbucks. I mean, I'm going to Chick-fil-A because I'm hungry and I haven't ate.
Which one do you want?
I don't remember him giving it to me.
Nadean, I remember.
Can't you look for it? If not, I need to go back.
Nadean.
Why would this be by itself? Because he didn't give it to me.
Nadean!
Ramon, how much do you want to bet? Look, let's bet 20 bucks.
Alright,
You're
20
recording.
bucks. 20 bucks.
Okay.
Give me them right now.
No! Okay guys, so I thought that Chick-fil-A had kept my card, and me and my boyfriend did a bet that if it was in my bag, I owed him $20, and if it wasn't in my bag, he owed me $20, and it was in my bag, but my love is enough for $20, so it's more than $20, right?
It's like $19.99. But if you round it off, it's 20. It's fine.
So I don't owe him $20, right? Thank you. I am currently in the line at Starbucks, and I already got my Chick-fil-A, and now I'm just getting my Starbucks. See you once I get home. Hey guys, I'm back. Okay, so this is what I was talking about. This is the acrylic holder. It holds 24 lipsticks, and this is what I will be giving away once I reach 250 subscribers. Okay, so let's get started. First, I start off with primer, and the primer I use is Tarte Clean Slate Timeless Primer. It's kind of like a putty consistency. It helps with like blurring of your pores, mattifying your face. I already moisturize. I moisturize with the Clinique Moisture Surge. So now I'm just applying primer, and I just smooth it on like this. So once we're all primed, and for those wondering, my skin is like dry to normal. I'm dry like around here. I'm not really oily in my T-zone. I just experience like dry, like right here, dry spots. But Sometimes I use like oils or stuff like that, or moisturizer to make sure my face is not dry. So next I will be taking the Fenty Beauty foundation on a damp beauty blender. And I am color xoxo. Okay, so that's on. After my foundation, I use concealer and I use a Tarte Shape Tape in Fair. And I go ham with my concealer. I feel like concealer is what brings you to life. Whoa. What brings me to life. I love concealer. I love brightening up my face. And I use this concealer as more of like a concealer and like a brightener. That's why I have it in a light shade. So we're looking a little crazy. Okay guys, so this is the finished look and I hope you all enjoyed. Just kidding. I just really like concealer. I can conceal for days. So my favorite makeup products, I know I said it was highlight. Highlight is my number one. But my second is concealer. Like if I was on a stranded island and I can only take 2 things, I would definitely take highlight and concealer. Because concealer, I can use it as foundation. Maybe not this color, but I could use it as foundation and concealer. And highlight, no, okay, I take that back. If I can take 3 things, then I would take bronzer, highlight, and concealer. And I'll be beat in the desert or stranded island. So with the same Tarte Shape Tape, I am going to carve out my brows. I recently got them done and I usually, unless I'm doing like eyeshadow or something, I don't really touch my brows because they're pretty full as they are. Unless I am doing eyeshadow, I will. I'll go in with the Anastasia Brow Wiz. But since I'm filming my intro today, I'm just gonna do like big lashes and a bold lip. So I'm not gonna do my eyebrows. To carve out my brows, I used this Urban Decay Naked 2. It came with the Naked palette, but I used this side to carve out my brow, and then I used this side to blend it out. Okay, so right now I'm taking a little extra concealer in here just to brighten up my inner eye, because I felt like there was a dark shadow. So concealer really makes like the world of a difference. This one looks more opaque, and then this one still looks a little more droopy. A trick I use is taking up my concealer like towards the end of my brow. That way it kind of like lifts up my eye. I find that when I do it like that, it makes it look more like awake and open. So with the other one I carved, and with this one I just bring the concealer down to on my eyelid, even if I'm not gonna do eyeshadow today, but it like helps conceal like the veins, or like if your eyelids are like kind of like purple, or you have like discoloration on your eyelids. So now that's all on. Foundation's on, concealer's on. Now I am going to bake, and I bake with Kat Von D Locket powder, and I use the color translucent. But I use this, it's a Morphe sponge. I use it to just bake. Whenever I bake, I always bring it up, just like the concealer, I bring it up on the sides of my nose. That way, it kind of acts like a contour, because you're bringing it in and you're leaving these two lines right here. So I usually do that, and then I still contour my nose, but it looks a little more natural. And then I use this side, so this side is like the pointy side, and then this side is flatter, and I use that part to, the same way with my concealer, I kind of like bring it up like this. So when I'm baking, I bring up the powder all the way up here. Bring it down. So I bring it up like that. So for powders, I've used the Laura Mercier powder. I used to have that one. I had the Airspun, but I felt like the Laura Mercier one dried out my under eye. Even when I would use like under eye moisturizer. And then the Airspun one, I feel like it would change, because I like using like yellow concealers. I feel like it would change the color of my concealer, because the Airspun was kind of like, had like a pink tone. And I feel like it would make my concealer less yellow, and that's what I like my concealer to do. Yellow, like brightening. When I do bake, I bake under my eye, in the bridge of my nose, my upper lip, my chin, and my forehead, and then under my eyebrows. And then I let this one stay baking, and then I just like press everywhere else. Basically everywhere I put the concealer, I press it in with the beauty blender. And when I set my face, I set it like this too, like the rest of my face, all around here. I used powder, and I blended in with the beauty blender, or the Morphe sponge, because I feel like it makes my makeup last way longer. Like when I used to set it with a brush, I felt like it was way too much powder and it would make it look more cakey since my face is like dry. But when I do it with the beauty blender, Morphe sponge, my bad, I feel like it sets my makeup in place for longer, and it makes it look smoother. Like I feel like my face looks smoother. So for bronzer and contour, I use the Park Avenue Princess by Tarte. I use this one under my eye, which is Enhance. And I use Angle and Princess Cut to bronze, and Crown to define. Another alternative to that, if you don't want to have like a huge palette, because I know not everybody wants to have a ginormous palette, I use the Hoola Benefit. I really, really like this bronzer, and it blends out like a dream. This is good. So I'm going to take a little bit of Princess Cut and a little bit of Angle, and start bronzing. So now I'm taking a Morphe tapered brush and I will pick up Enhance, which is the second. It's like a banana color. So it complements my concealer since my concealer is also yellow. And the powder that I had baking, I'm just setting it into my under eye. Like I said, my face is normal to dry. But I noticed that the powders in this palette are very creamy. So I don't feel like it dries out, especially under my eye. That's where I'm mostly dry. I don't feel like it dries out my under eye. And then I'm taking that same color Enhance and putting it everywhere I put concealer. So after I bronze, I use Crown. I take the color Crown on a Sephora brush. It's like a little round compact brush. And I only apply it right here where I want it to be the darkest. So once I apply, the color's there, and then I just keep blending in circular motions. Same on the other side. I take the color Crown and only apply it right here. Okay, so you see how doing that, I have no harsh lines. It's very blended, so make sure you apply two different colors. A bronzer, and that's more like on the perimeter of your face. And then your darkest color would just be here where you want it to be more defined. And then I take the color Princess Cut, which is this one. It's the lightest one. It has more of like a gray undertone. And I chisel out my jawbone. Taking a little of Princess Cut to the forehead. So for blush, I use NARS Orgasm on a angled contour brush. I make like a face, kind of like you just, that way I do that so your apples of your cheeks can pop out more if they're not as prominent. I like this blush because it adds like a kind of like a gold like sheen to it. And then once that's on, so I can blend out any harsh lines, I use the e.l.f. angled blush brush. And I just, this has nothing on it. I just use it to blend everything together. Using a brush like this to blend everything together, I feel is what makes everything look seamless. Because like when you put blush, like the way I just had it, it kind of could look harsh. So to make sure that it blends in with your contour and your bronzer, using a brush like this really helps. So for highlight, my favorite part, I use Laura Geller Gilded Honey. You can find this one at Ulta. Another favorite of mine is the Becca Champagne Pop. I love both of these. And then for highlight, I used to use something like this, which is a fan brush. But I feel like it would make it more like a line, and I like it to look more like an overall like glow on my cheekbone. So I started using a little brush like this. This is a Morphe brush, but it was from a collection, a limited edition collection, so you can't get it anymore. But it's just like a tapered eyeshadow brush. Before I do that, I totally forgot. before I do that, I almost forgot. I use setting spray. So once my foundation's on, concealer's on, powder's on, bronzer, contour, and blush, before my highlight, I like to use a setting spray because I like that it sets my makeup before I put on the highlight. That way the highlight goes on more smoother.
So I'm gonna let that dry.
Okay, so taking the Laura Geller Gilded Honey. Oh my god, I love highlight. That is my favorite part of my makeup. Make sure, because sometimes I know I can go overboard with my highlighter, but it will not look bad unless you blend it out. So right there, it looks like a little streaky, or like just like a streak. So make sure you go around the edges and really blend it out. That way it doesn't look so harsh. Another trick I like doing is putting a highlighter right here. So that way, like when you look to the side and you take a picture, it's not just, you don't just have highlight right here. You have some right here and then under your eyebrow and then right here. So it looks more like you have a glow. I go with a light hand up here, not as much as below because if not, it'll look a little crazy. So once I have highlight on, I spray once again just so it can set the highlighter in place. So next I'm going to be applying mascara, eyelashes, and eyeliner. So I'll come back once they're on. Okay guys, so my eyelashes are on, my mascara's on, my eyeliner's on. And this is basically the look that I was wearing on my Q&A video, except minus the red lip, but it's because I don't know what I'm going to wear for my intro video yet. So I haven't put in, I don't know, I need to see what I'm going to wear first and then pick out my lipstick color. But yeah, so this is the look. And I hope you all learned some tips from me. And if you all want to see any other videos like a specific eye look or anything you all want, make sure to comment down below and let me know. I will be more than happy to film it for you all. So this is the style of lashes that I will be giving to 2 lucky subscribers once I reach 500 subscribers. We're halfway there and it's only been 2 days, so we can get there. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you like, comment, so you can be entered into the giveaway. This is my running out the door, I need to get out in less than an hour look. When I want to wear a bold lip and I don't want to have too much going on, I just wear a pair of big lashes and I'm out the door. So this concludes today's video. I hope you learned some new tips and tricks with me, and make sure to comment down below anything you all want to see. I will be more than happy to film it for you all. Thank you for watching. Until next time.